I can't seem to get this TV working, so we're gonna just do it from where it is. Uhuru comrades, Uhuru. This is the Musa Abantu open mic. Today is 7:25 and we are in St. Louis, and everywhere else InPDUM has people around. I am Fofi Akibulon. I am your host tonight. This is a monthly event. Coming up, we'll be making some changes, so be looking for those changes. Words. I'm trying to find words to woo you, to move you, to soothe you. Speeding thought can transmit through the maze I'm in. Words. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I had it earlier. Words. I'm trying to find words to move you, to soothe you, to woo you. Speeding thoughts can't transmit through the maze I'm in. Words escape in search of vowels, vocalizing the howls that mature into moans. Knowing yet being politically correct won't affect my pronunciation. I see A's as O's and D's as B's. I'm dyslexic, and lost in brain freeze, trying to find words for you to bring love and revolution to you tonight. Uhuru comrades. I just want to welcome everyone, and we're going to have an amazing time tonight. We are live virtually in St. Louis at Legacy Books and Cafe. We are in San Diego. We are in Florida. We're in New York. We're in Kansas City. We are all over because this is an international organization. It is International People Democratic Uhuru Movement, and we in Africa. I just want to put that out there. Okay, you know, art has told the story of our culture for centuries. When we couldn't speak to each other because we might get our heads cut off or our legs cut off, we had art to teach and tell the stories. I want to salute my leadership, Chairman Omali Yeshitela, Deputy Chair Onazine Yeshitela, President of InPDUM, Columbai, and Danette, who will be here shortly. Okay, I want to tell you a little bit about Musa. Musa Abantu was a young soldier from who worked for the liberation of African people. Through culture is where we tell our stories, pains, and celebration. He knew as a young man, 19, he knew African people needed to be free. The problem is not racism, it's colonialism. The answer is the African community working class. Culture workers are the messengers to the truth. Musa was only 19 when he left this earth, but his name would live on because the work he did is for freedom, freedom of African people. Long live Musa Abantu. Can I hear you say that? Long live Musa Abantu.
Musa Abantu.
All right. Okay. I'm going to ask the virtual audience and the in-house audience for two things. One, we're gonna ask you to donate. Two, we're gonna ask you to unite. Unite that African people need to be free, and we can't do it one at a time. We must unite. Now, each artist will have 5 minutes to perform, a minute or two to explain your piece and your projects and your contact information. We will be accepting donations throughout this broadcast at InPDUM.org donate. That's online. We are asking for in-house donation at least by the end of the night. We also have a game for the in-house people. You know, fight for our culture. Artists have to tell the stories of our people and join InPDUM.org. You know, everybody has a different story, but it all ends up the same. It's all caused by the same. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It is colonialism. And we'll talk more about that. We have 2 boxes. I have 2 boxes here. Box 1 is the round one. Box 2 is the square one. We want you to have these boxes. So we want you to go and donate $1 to the box. And the person that can give me the correct number of candy pieces in box 1 and the correct number of candy pieces in box 2 will receive the candy. Now, our donations are $2 a box. So if you want the square box, that's $2 for box 2. If you want the round box, that's $2 for box 1. And you will get this box wherever you are. I will send it to you. All right? If you're not in the house, let's have it. Okay, box 1, box 2. The surprise is what kind of candy, but it's good candy. Okay? All right. What's my time? Okay, I got 2 more minutes. All right. You know, this poetry came to me late. When I said late, I wasn't a 10 or 12 or 14-year-old or 20 or 25-year-old. At the time it came to me, my daughter was 16, and now she's in her 40s. So for over 20 plus years, I have been doing poetry, and it hit me hard. I always did love poetry because that was the one thing that I could express, for the simple reason, being a nurse by career, suffering was always what I tried to relieve. But through the poetry, I love physical love, emotional love, desire were the catalyst of my poetry. Well, my poetry now still is about love, but it's about love for my people and the nation that I'm from, the continent of people with melanin, okay? If you have any melanin in your skin, you are a relative of African descent. So all of my people, whether they are in Africa, in England, in the islands, in Hawaii, freedom is the one thing that we must achieve. We must achieve. And Musa Abantu was the one that touched my heart, knowing that this is what we needed at a young age. Okay, comrades, I want to tell you one word, and it's uhuru. Who knows what uhuru means? Okay, uhuru is a Swahili word that means freedom. And freedom is what we are all yearning for, day, night, night and day. And we're gonna start our poetry right about now. The first poet to the mic is my secretary of the economic development. Economic development. She is online, and I'm afraid you can't see her in here, but I'm gonna turn this around so our people here can see you too, Conrad. Okay.
Uhuru, Uhuru. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Uhuru. Once again, my name is Valerie Young. I go by V Queen. I am the secretary of the OED. My poem is actually titled Musa. I met this young man, I believe, a few years ago. He came out to our open mic event, and I was just moved by his character, by his spirit, by his enthusiasm. So, you know, we met, we gelled well, and we just communicated, and we remained in touch. So, self-titled poem called Musa. A soldier for the cause who stood his ground. He actively participated, Burgess watched or stood around. Young soul, his revolution will be televised. Young in age, mature at heart, the aura, he was wise. Musa said he didn't know what was fake or what was real. He just openly wanted God to reveal. Reveal what, Brother Musa? Speak to me. I'm guided by your energy and the lock, and you're the key. A vision made plain, always down for his people. The cause, screaming, pump your fist, pump your fist, pump your fist, pump your fist, without hesitation or pause. Our poetry defines who we are. Our brother Musa spoke up. His voice echoes, he's not far. A spiritual being before his time, I know y'all not used to. This open mic is your ongoing legacy. I pay homage to you, Brother Musa. That's that piece, y'all.
External input. You oversee that whole
Uhuru, Conrad. Mr. Nix is telling me to redo my. I know I have to. Hold on. Hold on. Conrad, that was great. There we are.
Did we lose her? I don't see her.
Okay. Okay, Conrad, we back up. You know what, Big Queen, that piece connected you to the movement. And that's why you Marcus Garvey member today. Uhuru. Thank you.
Uhuru, comrade.
Can you hear us?
Uhuru, can you hear us?
Huh?
Uh-oh. Can you hear us?
Now we can't hear. This is, come on.
Uhuru. But we all can hear each other on the virtual, right?
I don't know what it is. When I did the other thing.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, the volume is up on the TV. It was something I did on here that brought the TV in. Oh my God, oh my, come on. Now it's searching, comrades. If this don't work, we're just gonna go with it on here. You know what? We're gonna say it if we can and bless the rest. Oh my Uhuru.
I like that. Oh my Uhuru.
See. I think it's something to do with connection. We just gonna have to virtually do this. I'm gonna stop it because that ain't working. Stop. Okay, comrades, we just gonna do the iPad and call it a day. Can you hear us? Can you?
Uhuru, can you hear us?
Yes, now I can hear you. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. All righty. Let me get this. Big Queen, do you want to tell us the origin or the reason why you wrote that poem, and give us a little information about what you're doing, where we can get in touch with you? Anybody that wants to hook up with Big Queen?
Well, I wrote the poem because I met Musa a few years ago. He came into our open mic. And like I said, I loved his aura. I love his energy. For that young spirit to be the age of 19, but had a aura and a spirit of someone more mature, it was just powerful to me. He was definitely someone I wanted to continue to connect with. V Queen, I can just be found on Facebook or Instagram just by V Queen. That's VKWEEN.
Uhuru, comrade.
T Spirit.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay, comrades. Thank you, Big Queen, for gracing us with your presence and your wonderful words. Next on the list is Comrade Janelle. Uhuru, Janelle.
Uhuru, full feet. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can. Can you all hear me?
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. Okay.
Tell us where you're from, Janelle.
I am from Jamaica. I've been living in the States for the past 4 years, but I'm originally from Spanish Town, Jamaica. So any comrades from Yard, please link me up somewhere. I'm on Instagram at _Yasante, YAASANTE. Okay, so should I just get into it?
Yes, get into it and tell us why you wrote that piece.
Okay, so the first piece that I'm reciting is my response to Juneteenth becoming an official national holiday in the United States. They've made it an official part of their law and expect us to tremble with gratitude and awe of a benevolent state benefiting from violence in Palestine and Africa, keeping us in their hyphens. We drive them out like smoke. We burn them out like wax. We lead the prisoners out to prosperity. I light a candle at my altar and make a promise amidst the fog to dance in the blood of our captors and offer their flesh to my dogs. Scatter the people who delight in war, and may you receive your blessings when Africa stretches her hands out to you. Thank you. That was the first piece I wanted to share with you.
Uhuru.
And the second piece I wanted to share is called Names Are Also Prayers. And this is about the beauty of claiming the African identity. Black woman of African descent, where have you descended to? Afro-Brit, Afro-Swede, African-American stuck picking weeds, Afro-Jamaican, Afro-Latina, Afro-Korean in Olympic arenas, running and running from where you descend to land in a colony our enemies defend. How many times was this land cursed by our tortured ancestors, hoping for the work, hoping the plantation would go up in flames? After all these years, you've changed your name to include a land, a realm of scorched earth, still tending to the nation that did not give you birth. Black woman of African descent, where have you descended to? Come back from where you went. Pick up the hammer and the sickle, the machete and the torch. Carry on the tradition without any remorse. Demystify your name to call on those before who bore the brunt of the battle. We shall descend no more. Uhuru, Thank you so much.
Uhuru, Jay, I love that. I love it.
Me too. Good job.
Thank you so much.
We shall decide.
Sophie, you muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay. I said, Huru, she's an InPDUM member. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I want to talk to you again quickly. This is a quick word that I have 2 boxes. I have 2 boxes. Box 1, which is round, box 2, which is square. They have candy in them. What I want you to do is donate $2 if you want the square box, $2 for the round box at InPDUM.org if you want both, or you want to guess how much candy is in each one. Because wherever you are, I hope you're in St. Louis, I can give it to you face to face. $2 donation, InPDUM.org. And we have a goal of $100 tonight. Well, yeah, because people online can donate. Either you can go to InPDUM, InPDUM.org, InPDUM.org, and donate. Uhuru. Our next poet up, comrades, is T-Spirit. T-Spirit, you're up.
Uhuru.
Uhuru.
How y'all doing? I'm gonna go ahead and get right into my piece. My pieces are usually rather long, so I'm just gonna do one. Yeah, and you know, it's a fight every day. So I wrote this piece because of that, I guess. I see the days when my people roll. I see the nights when my people die. I see the days when my people roll. I see the nights when my people die. I envision a system that is driven by our self-determination, not dependent on the same them that destroyed our nation. See, they planted seeds of self-hatred and Satan in them plantations to keep us in constant fear. What's the constant here? Days of enslaved mind extend way past time of slavery, and apparently the breakdown of the family is still the major tactics. Tragedies traction through the field of our mental to convince you that we can never be. Bury me under, I wonder if we can, and watch us show our hand to the oppressor every time, never to exude our strength. They sent us to be castrated. Now they're killing our babies with the inoculations. Can we safely take stakes in society? They never supplied us with the needs that we need, like our native tongue, or the truth about where we come from, hung us from trees and led us to believe that we were nothing more than chattel, chained to a European mind frame, framed in a lockbox, sold like livestock on an auction block to the highest bidder. Never had enough capital to capture our magic, though. Regrets are unknown, songs go unsung, only hums and lonely drums beating us back to life. Here they come. And I pity the ones they pit against us. No trust for us because they believe that there is no honor. Your honor, we plead cases to the same cases that charge us with the crime, slaughter us in the streets, then chalk out the lines where our bodies lay. And it saddens me to see that we still straddling, teetering, unbalanced stances, and we capable of standing together in the solidarity. Dare me to be what I need to achieve our goal of becoming whole, and I dare you to do the same. Rearrange, focus on self-control, not hoping some outside entity to take pride in me and an enemy to be the same one defending me. That we need to take offensively. Sentence me to another 400 years, and I refuse to sit quietly by, rewire me or rewind me when strategizing and organizing came with rioting. All that we come in peace that made us weak, and we may need to use some force if we ever gonna reinforce the facts. They ain't never gave up about nothing to nobody black, so we got to do that ourselves. I see the day where my people roll. see the night where my people die. That's my piece, y'all.
All right, comrade.
Yeah, roots.
That was dope. Yeah.
Thank
Now,
you.
T-Spirit, tell people where they can get your information and what you got going on.
Okay, well, you can find me. I'm on Facebook. I have a T-Spirit page on Facebook, but you can also find me at Tracy, Tracy Stanton, last name Stanton, and on Instagram at T-Spirit 2019. I'm involved with a couple of community organizations. Currently, right now, I'm working for an organization called the Freedom Community Center, and our focus is to dismantle these systems of oppression that have continuously inflicted harm and trauma on the Black community, specifically the police and the criminal punishment system. So we're currently holding a space for the We Keep a Safe Power Builders meeting to dream, love, and learn and lead and figure out ways that we can ultimately address the violence that's happening inside of our communities. So on the individual and systemic level, I hold those meetings now every second and fourth Thursday. We have food, we have transportation, we have babysitters, and we would just appreciate this space is only for Black people to learn, love, lead, and live and dream. And so, yeah, I can be reached at any of those spaces, and I hope to see you soon. Uhuru.
Uhuru, great. Yeah, we appreciate you, comrade. And you know what? I will be contacting the poets from today for other projects going on. I will tell you more about it when we get to that. I want to do something now. I want to tell you all about this. InPDUM, man, we be having a good time when it comes. Let me get this thing right. When it comes to celebrating, InPDUM is getting ready to celebrate its 21st convention. It will be right here in St. Louis, y'all. Right here. It's September 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I want you to be looking for it on Facebook, and I need you to register so you can be a part of this and have a great time. InPDUM is having, we're going to be doing, it's 3 days. We will have Chairman Omali Yeshitela here in the flesh doing I'm not doing poetry. He might do poetry, but Chairman, man, he's awesome. That's all I can say is he's awesome. He'll be here as a keynote speaker. We will have a day at the One Africa, One Nation market. We will be partying out in the market all day long. We will have an awards night and a fashion show. There are so many things that I can't even get them all out. But I'm gonna tell you, be looking forward. I'm just giving you a sneak peek of the first preview. It is the InPDUM Let's Get It Done 2021 convention. Uhuru. All right. Our next poet, let's keep it moving. You know, we're gonna take this to Chicago. We wanna move to Chicago, and we got 3 poets there with our comrade Zenobia. Zenobia, you ready for us?
Uhuru.
Uhuru, Zenobia.
Right.
You, Blue, and Juice.
All right. Hi, Uhuru. I'm Zenobia. My comrade Juice didn't come. My comrade Blue's kind of shy. And I got a comrade that might do something after I do something, and his name J Space. But that's okay, because I'm here to build forward to the convention. All right, let's get it done. by any means necessary. So this piece I'm gonna do is called Black. I got a couple people out there that like that piece, you know, and I like it too, you know. I was inspired to do it because I was born into existence, and that's what inspired me to write this piece. And I also was inspired to write this piece because I fight for being Black as well here on the planet. And so I hope y'all get that. I know I said it sounds similar, but that's why I wrote this stuff. I'm building InPDUM Chicago. All my comrades watching in Chicago, y'all make sure y'all go to InPDUM.org, hit the donation button, $2 for the candy box. I need to know what kind of candy in that box too, comrades. But that's the background of that piece. I wrote this piece about 2 months ago, and y'all want to hear it? Here it go. Black. Black. In the beginning of the universe, was darkness, Blackness, a oneness, a uniqueness. You see, Black is more than a color. Black is more than a race. A taste of Black as the leaders of civilization show that there is Black love. You see, my Black mother and my Black father birthed and blackened me into existence. You see, as I was born Black in a Black neighborhood, Black is more than just beautiful. I live Black, I die Black, I stand Black. My hand is Black, my man is Black. I think Black, I sing Black, bring Black, tap Black, I even rap Black. I talk Black, I walk Black, I MC Black, and I see Black. I be Black, I'm a supreme Black, and I breathe Black. As I dance Black and I romance Black, I speak Black and teach Black and reach Black. Each Black is a proud Black and a loud Black. Hey, Black, who Black? You Black. So I got your back. Black. That's that P.
Hey, bars up in his mug. Zenobia. Salute.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Comrade.
Thank you, comrades. I'm on basic
Yeah.
social media, Facebook, Instagram, Queen Zenobia, Chicago. Got a new album coming out. I'm about to start a GoFundMe. I need a couple more funds to push the album out. But I got a new video out. It's called 15 Cent on YouTube. Check that out as well. I'm a member of InPDUM, long member. I'm ready to build the movement. Freedom ain't free. Let's organize and take it. Did I inspire you, bro? You want to come say a few words and everything? All right, we do got somebody live from Chicago. My comrade Jay Space. You don't have to sit down in this chair like I was doing it, okay, comrade? But come whatever, let me know if you need a chair or not. Go ahead, see yourself. Go ahead there. You'll see yourself on the screen. All right. Come a little closer too, a little bit. All right, cool. Now we see you.
What's up, y'all? My name's Jeremy. They called me Space Ghost for some years, but my friend nowadays called me Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy.
Oh, Zenobia,
Yeah.
can he come a little closer? We can't hardly hear him.
You can stand up. Just come closer. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. A little project.
And pull your, yeah. All right,
Project.
Uhuru.
All right.
I was just say pull it down.
Yeah, pull it down. They want to hear you.
They want to hear you.
Go ahead so they can hear you.
I wrote this piece some years back after watching the news a few times. And this is what I come up with. I called it God's Garden.
Bring it.
Beneath the black clouds of the ghetto, where acid rain showers the meadow, damaging the wood on the window pane, my petals soak this natural juice and produce fruits, scorned by foes. A weed with the thorns of a rose, planted in granite, growing as if it was supposed, as if there were nothing unnatural about my absolution. I was chosen to shine. Beautifully through the leaves, I move through the illusion with ease, see through to the truth in degrees, giving you the differences between many instances. I wish I might have had a few minutes to intervene with those two teens before they committed their convictions. Now they embarked on lifelong sentences. My condolences to the families that grieve. But damn, there's still a lot of little sisters out here still missing. Runaway posters posted with rewards for your assistance. Every word I speak on it, I feel closer. May their parents find closure in this world getting colder, that they not lose hope, but it strengthen their focus. To them, my arms are open, I offer my shoulders. I know some of life's trials will make your heart harden. Burdens can murder your harmonious karma, have you smoking by the carton. But you gotta know how to let the pain go and see the rainbow. We all flowers in God's garden.
We are flowers in God's garden.
Jeremy.
All right.
Yes,
Jeremy,
yes.
you gotta come back.
Come on,
Jeremy.
man.
Got something to say.
Ahuru.
Uhuru. Come on, Jeremy. Yes.
Right.
Jeremy. Chicago in the house. Y'all.
Yeah, hey, guess what? I got my third person. It's a different person, but they ready to go. Yeah, we all ready
Chi-town,
for
stand
Chicago.
up.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right, all
Let's
right.
go.
Next station, come on, Akron. Come on, you live. Black Power stuff. Come on. Sing something for me. Come on, sing something for the people right here. Sit down, brother. Come on, close here. Tell them what your name is.
Wow.
Right, come on.
Okay.
Akron.
She just put me on the spot, actually. I was not ready.
You are ready. You always ready. Go ahead. Tell them what inspired you to write this piece.
What inspired me to write this piece? I guess love. Love inspired me to write this piece. So this is a piece that I wrote.
Make sure you project your voice.
This is a piece that I wrote a while ago. My grandmother had passed away, and wrote this in her memory. And it goes out to those who are dealing with the loss of someone, especially during this time with COVID-19. A lot of people losing their family members, their friends, and people that they hold so dear. This is entitled Paradise on High. I've cried for you since you've been gone. I cried for you all night long. I cried for you since you went away. I cried, I cried, I cried. Early one morning, I had a conversation with God. He told me that the time had come for me to take that long trial. I asked him why. Why, Lord? There's still so much left for me to do. He told me that this is my reward, to be made whole, to be made new. And I asked him if I could say goodbye to all my loved ones being left behind. God replied, they all know you love them, so take my hand, for it is time. And just like that, we walked the grand stairwell to the place of the divine, and I'm feeling mighty happy. So don't cry. Know that I'll be at the gates to greet you all one day soon in that paradise on high. There's no more tears or pain. There's no more tears and pain. There's no more tears and pain, for she's in paradise, paradise, paradise. Thank you all for that.
All right,
piece.
tell them where they can find you.
Guru, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a website, akron.com, and that's www.akrun.com. There's poetry books on there for sale. I have a free mixtape you can download. I also have a project coming out. Those who also like the African Festival of the Arts, I'm on the board for that. And we will be having the African Festival of the Arts Labor Day weekend, Sunday and Monday of this year. So definitely come out. It'll be at the DuSable Museum. So we are partnering with another ageless Black organization, the DuSable Museum, who is also celebrating their 60th year anniversary. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you.
All right. Uhuru. Uhuru.
Uhuru, Chicago. Working it out. Thank you, comrade. All right. enjoyed her performance. Chicago is on the run. Hey, do it down there, comrade. We have our president, Columbai, step in and say hello to be a part of this. Now, our next poet is one of our own, the original St. Louis InPDUM group. All right, yeah. And her name is Makeda. Uhuru, comrade.
All right. All right. So thank you. Thank you very much. And I just want to say, you know, everybody has really shown out today. I'm pleasantly entertained and all that. Like, you know, it's edifying to see that we are absorbing these different messages in ways and then turning around and articulating them in the way that is coming out right now. Um, so thank you very much for being here. And thank you for inviting me as well. This piece that I'm about to do, I have two, and I'm only going to introduce this one. Um, but it was done. I wrote it, you know, because we're seeing, like the brother just said, so much death in this time, and I know it's disheartening, but you know we have the ability to make the most of our time while we're here, and as well, you know, understand that this is not going to miss any of us. Death is not going to miss any of us. You know, we just really have to do better about being good to each other, being um, more holistic in how we treat each other. And at the same time, like I said, just understand it's a part of the process. Um, and it's called Even Stars Die. We've been seeing a lot of that lately. A lot of people that we hold valuable because of their position and where we've seen them in our lives. The caliber of somber that patiently but uneasily sits in the wings, like knowing that one day your loved ones will leave a full audience behind with only memories. Like feeling the impermanence and frailty of everything all at once and being afraid of it breaking on your watch. Butterflies that come while waiting for the other shoe to fall just as good news has been delivered. Huh? The guilt of celebrating milestones wrapped around your neck like a millstone, because even if your life is all good for the moment, no one else deserves to suffer through your cheers as they mourn. Because what a way to have the message delivered that life for others goes on. It's that long, piercing, thick needle pain that enters the front center of your chest and pins you to whatever your back happens to be positioned against. The dull, constant ache from which there is no relief. It's the responsibility of acceptance that one's only true empowerment is invoked by what we do in the moment. And to care for that moment as though we understand that there are some roads that are inevitably tread and some mistakes that cannot be undone. Science and death can seem cruel, but they're just facts of the matter. Irony and hope are the rude and immature pranksters, respectively. It's my belief that people are never truly tired of living. They tire of the unfortunate burdens that come with it. Their focus gets cloudy under the forest's dense canopy, and they opt to walk off the cliff they never even saw coming anyway. The irony of obsessing over permanence can sometimes kill you quicker than living by the seat of your pants. The unanswerable question being, why can't you have it? Then it becomes, why can't those you love have it with you? Immortality, that is. But life was not given to coddle against a universal process. It's so hard to come to terms with the fact that niggas get shot every day, B. And even the celestial presence we know as stars die. Ponder on that universal process as we mourn those not so heavenly bodies, the stars who die. Okay, and that was that piece. And the next piece is entitled Solace in the City. It's pretty self-explanatory. Vacant buildings all around. Not derelict, just empty. Nice and friendly folks most would call undesirable pace the streets in search of something to help them get by. The thunder still rolls as the sound of a nearby fountain mimics falling rain. I could lay here and write from this space forever, listening to this white noise, the sound of nature and the rhythmic thud of a basketball on the court just outside an open screen door. Voices of little Black humans drive the ghetto soundtrack as they eke out wins from games they've created, from imagination society had long ago encouraged them to forget. People who look like me live here. They raise children and grow gardens in empty lots with only nature's permission as a permit. We are Africans placed in an area that was supposed to break and reduce us from humane origins, but we thrive because we are attached to what lies beneath the pavement. What resonates is the jungle from which we first came. It lives and breathes beneath it all, inside of us all. Asphalt was laid to hide the treasure that exists around us, supposed to make us hardened and confused, but we planted in the midst of their concrete jungles and grew floral beauty, fed ourselves from crops of doctors, carpenters, farmers, teachers, scholars, revolutionaries, and honest to earth food. I record these stories because in so doing, our pathway is written into life. We battle being gentrified because our stronghold is each other. Our survival is hinged on the ability to commune within peace, being cultivated in the bosom of the hood and the solace of the city. Uhuru.
Uhuru, yes. Amazing, comrade. Amazing. Tell us a little bit about where you are, ma'am, even though I've already told them. How can we get in touch with you and know some of the projects that you're working on?
I'm only on Facebook. I'm only on Facebook. You can find me under SBT. That's ESSBEATEE, which is short for Sarah B. Tonin, which is another page of mine. But yeah, I can be reached there. I do a lot of stuff that's really not on the radar, but it is, like I'm working with some other things, but yeah, it's not really local. It's not something that can be seen. But if you ever want me for anything like, writing projects, anything that has to do with voice work, writing, and it really doesn't matter what the writing is. I've been doing more of that lately. So yeah, just hit me up, SBT. That's where you can find me on Facebook.
All right. Somebody said how to find you on Facebook again?
SBT, ESSBEATEE.
Uhuru.
Yes, I will type that.
Okay, Uhuru, thank you, comrade.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You know what? It's time for us to come to legacy. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one sister that's online that's been waiting to get online for a while. Her name is Priscilla. Comrade Priscilla, are you there? She's from North Carolina. Priscilla? There she is. Uhuru. Nice to meet you.
How are you? I don't know.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. I actually go by G-Jaw. And yeah, I am a writer, performer, a performance poet at that. And I have an offering for you guys, if you will receive. Awesome. So I wrote this piece inspired by one of my favorite poets. He wrote "The Poet Speaks of Praising." And at the time, I was thinking about all of the women who I thought praised, whether it be through cooking, or teaching or singing or yelling, as my mother loves to do, or just being. And so this is in praise of every Black woman who speaks of praising. So this poem is entitled "The Black Girl Speaks of Praising." Oh, speak, Black girl, what do you do? I praise. Oh, speak, Black girl, what is your reality? I praise. How do you endure them? How do you take them? I praise. They call you mules, weigh the world on your back and judge by how you carry them. How, Black girl, do you still listen to them? I praise. They placed the crown upside down while you bleed and called you queen. How, Black girl, do you still invoke them, honey? I praise. What right have you, in all your wholeness, to demystify, to be genuine, to carry heaviness, to dream, Black girl? I praise. And when do you have time to decolonize, to teach, to imagine, to destroy, to love, to know, to fix, to cry, to create an illusion to strength, to see, or even just to be? Learn to praise. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Uhuru. Thank you, you know what? I want to give a shout out to Comrade Dexter Milwingle in Boston. He is the Zoom tech and the AV for this event. He helped make this happen. The brother is awesome. Uhuru, he would perform, but he's in a position right now where he can't talk, but I'm giving him a shout out. Uhuru, Comrade Dexter, Milwingle. Yes. Okay. You know what? We got a couple of brothers here.
Come on, brothers. In the STL, put it down.
Hey, y'all, I saved them for last. Don't sleep on these guys. And right now, we're gonna bring up one. He's known as 16 Bars.
16 bars. Wrong, 16 bars.
I know him.
Wait a minute, I was trying to get it. I was trying, yeah.
Or just turn it.
There you are.
Turn the camera on him.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me.
See, right up at the top, right?
Over here? Right here. Gotcha. All right, come. There you go.
How's everybody doing?
Woo! We're doing good, 16 bars.
Yeah.
Team some energy.
You know, you can find me on Facebook as Rundell, the Poet Urgent. Instagram, I think it's Poet 16 Bars. The piece I'm gonna do for you. I'm a conspiracy. I don't trust shit. Put it like that. Because I've seen too much in my lifetime. And it's a piece right here I wrote, and it deals with the government, the CIA. I had a cousin who was first he was a drug dealer, and he was killed by another one of my first cousins by way of the CIA. And when I got the news, this is the piece I came up with. It's called Why. If only I could turn back the hands of time. If only I could turn back the hands of time to give sight to the blind or answers to the questions that leave us restless. One word, 3 letters, one question, why? Searching low, looking high, but I've come to realize that only God knows which way to go once we reach that point in the crossroads. So I close my eyes and let faith be my guide as God orders my steps, my rights and my lefts, only wanting to march in perfect time in an imperfect world when winds swirl like whirlwinds, leaving us in tailspins, liberated by the facts of life. You see, we were once high off laughter, now tears fall after the questions asked without any answers, following after, no an ocean for these tears to be captured, nor to absorb the pain that I feel playing on life's uneven battlefield. You see, if I teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, it would mean more to me than anything that money could bring, because I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold once I reach that end of the road, because money ain't a thing when gotten by ill means. You see, bullets steal dreams. And the evil that men do cut like Ginsu, and to be fully alive is to understand that the best is yet to come. So I hold on to God's every word when my vision gets blurred and I can't see past Earth's horizon. And on the inside, I am dying. You can hear the screams from my soul cry. One word, 3 letters, 1 question. Yes, at least.
Woo!
Now this piece, it's called 25 to Life in the New Path. I like to write from a street point of view because I reach the youth that way. I'm from a place in time. You see, I'm from a place in time in which they run full court pressure like the one who used to wear the 2-3. And you see, others will hit you with the 4-5 and leave you 6 feet deep. 7 up because you 8-9 in your chest. Now the doctor's got a 10 of that. You see, it's the 11th round, 12th hour, Friday the 13th, an unfortunate 14 cut up before 15 by an 8 or 15, and there will be no sweet 16. Hospitals, emergency rooms, ER rated, no one admitted under 17. You either enlisted to go to college at 18. You see, those that stay home at 19 trying to achieve street dreams without listening to any only realize by the time that they are 20 that life has just begun and life expectancy for some was only 21, but be careful. You can get knocked out your shoes for your 22. They out here thugging and riding in the news, simulating most of their life as if they're playing a Nintendo Wii. So by the time you're 23, they have you shanked, shackled, hands and feet, walking through courtroom doors at 24, facing a 25 to life. But as I look out my window, you see, as I look out my window, I realize the world that we live in sometimes is a ghetto, where the sounds of rock and roll, heavy metal spray paint our blocks like graffiti paint. We're living in a world where there seems to be no winners, just more sinners than saints. In this same world where big bank takes little bank, to put it simple and frank, the rich get rich while the poor get ignored, caught on the crosshairs of life and no relief in sight, trapped in the belly of the beast, and they call it the appetite. When you say the appetite. See, it's the appetite for destruction. There's too much black on black crime. The more we shall overcome, we seem to act too dumb and realize and don't realize that we do need each other. So am I my brother's keeper? See, in this world, sometimes they simply don't know, because I'm from where they don't do it for the love, and the push comes to shove, and they run around with blue steel and black gloves, looking at you like, huh? What? Really? What would you do if the lights off, the rich doing the truth is starting to cut like Ginsu when it's messing with your mental? They say if you don't work, you don't eat, you don't eat, you don't sleep, and that's just simple reality. No need to be mad at me. You got to get up, get out, and get something. You can't spend all your time trying to get high. Get on your goody mob, and that's money over buses, but be careful who you trust, bro, because they trust others, and be weary of your circle, because some of them are squares, and it ain't gonna be to them to be there other than to block your shine. So stay on your grind, because from what they say, hard work pays off, but the judicial system lets you off if you get caught selling software. Everybody wants to play the boss, but nobody wants to pay the cost. The same place where it seems to be too many chiefs and not quite enough Indians, and the jealous and the envious who snatch your tennis and they don't have to be jails. You see, I'm from where the hammer spray like wildfire, and true gangsters don't retire when killers are for hire, yet they are all dying over fool's gold, because good lawyers find loopholes, yet frauds get exposed through the widening of lens. You would think they do, but they know you can trade your time for info trying to avoid the pain, but there ain't no honor, love amongst them. You see, it's just an eye for an eye, one for self-inflicted in the womb, born into death, where hope is placed on the shelf to collect dust. And God I trust, and God they trust, and God we trust, they can just make it through the night to see the light of a brighter day, where dreams are replaced by smoke and mirrors, and death gets nearer the closer you live in the corner. The blade living on life's edge, when that blade is two-sided and the world is divided by the power of money. You see those who want it and those who got it. You gotta go hard and go home with an empty stomach, because all around the world. It's the same song, but this is not a digital underground, but the digital underground lost to never to be found. It's a Jimmy Hoffa style. The jokers are wild when the means are being tamed, and they say that lack of opportunity to blame. Is that why our kids take aim dancing at the devil's flames? But this is what I see when I look at my own. Thank you. Woo!
Woo, woo, woo. Yes. 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 Didn't I tell you he was? Yeah. He's awesome. Now, I know I've been telling you about, where'd I go?
Oh, Phil, you got to
Am I
turn the
over here?
camera around. Well, that's
Okay, I'm
fine.
over here.
Okay.
See me?
Yep,
Okay, you see these two boxes?
we
They
do.
are full of candy. If you want to know what's in these candies, make a bin and count the amount that you think is in each box. Box 1, box 2. I have asked for a donation. Go to InPDUM.org/donate. Our goal is $50. We will take any amount, $5, $10, $20. If you got $50, then I can stop talking and do another poem. But this is our goal is $50 tonight for this event because, you know, like I said, the artists are the ones that tell the story of our people and our culture because it happens on the street every day, in our homes every day. This is what happens and people need to know because colonialism is the culprit. Yeah, colonialism is the culprit. Racism is a word that makes us want to be like the colonialists, the colonializer. Okay? All right, let me put it in other words. The master is the colonial person, and the slave were the colonial the colonized people. Now, they wanted us to be like them, so they came up with racism and said, well, you know, you can't treat me like that, but if you want to do better with yourself, you got to act like me. Well, you know what? That's a lie. Because you know what? The reason we are in the position we're in is because colonialism, it has nothing to do with racism. We don't care if they like us because we are strong. We're going to make this happen. Okay, we got one more hot poet in this house. Woo, woo. And I'm going to tell you about this guy. I'm going to just say a little bit about him. We call him Twisted, the Twisted Poet. Oh, oh yeah.
Yoru. Good evening, my beautiful melanated people and my light-skinned sister. Okay, I am blessed. Like my co-host in my open mic, B Queen, who is the secretary, we both met Musa prior to his earthly, leaving this earthly plane when he blessed our mic. And at that time, we had 4 feet, we had Columbine, and we had the Uhuru clothing line. I mean, I'm sorry, Uzi. We had the Uzi clothing line up there, and we was blessed. And so B Queen had already shared a poem that she wrote because she always celebrates, you know, beautiful people. I don't have a poem that I wrote for him, but I'm a guy who grew up in the streets at 8 years old. I was part of the system at 10 years old. I was incarcerated on my first of 4 penitentiary bits at 20 years old. Come on. So this particular piece, because when I was young and came up as a teenager, it was in the streets that as a Black man, at the age of 16 or 17, you either gonna be dead, in prison, or on drugs. Yeah. Well, obviously I'm not dead, but I did go to prison. But when I went to prison, I was not on drugs.
Yeah.
But when I came out, I later got on drugs, which I'm drug free now.
Come on.
And have been for a while. So with that, and then coming up, I'm a romantic poet, first and foremost. But I became a social poet because of things that was going on around me and me embracing my Blackness. So this particular poem I wrote for myself and my brothers, because even though we were killed by the police and white society, we still do harm to each other. And so regardless of what everybody else doing harm to us, we got to quit doing harm to ourselves and come together. So this is called Endangered Species. Brother's gonna work it out. Dropped from the darkness of the womb of a beautiful black girl, guilty of being born a black man in a lily white world, sentenced to death before the age of 18 or to be caged like an animal in the penitentiary. Either 6 in one hand or half a dozen in the other. These are the choices for all young black brothers. With an X on my mind and a bullseye on my heart, manipulating the program for failure from the start, avoiding the potholes and pitfalls of an asphalt jungle created by a white society designed for me to stumble. Being educated and graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, but I learned in class will leave some shell shock. With degrees in robbery 101, pimpology, or to be a stone killer, I chose the pharmaceuticals and became a drug dealer. Pushing poison in the hood like I was Superfly and using brothers like Freddie because it was do or die. I was part of the conspiracy against brothers like you and me, just another black face with a slave master's mentality. I was twisted in the game that controlled my destiny, while the real black man raged violently inside of me. Fuck who framed Roger Rabbit. That shit don't concern me. What the fuck cartoon got to do with my reality? My prince wasn't on the evidence planted on me by the crooked cops. My prince wasn't on the evidence planted on me by the crooked cops. Testimony. It wasn't a jury in my peers finding me guilty when the public defender didn't defend me. Still, the Black Robe clan shows no love for me, giving me 10 with the X in the state penitentiary. But they say ignorance of the law is no excuse. So for all of our ignorance, here's the well-known truth. They say that justice is blind, but that's just a little white lie. Because when it comes to just us, she quickly covers her eyes. The criminal justice system is the front for the private plantations, because you see, it's legal in these United States for slavery to exist if you're convicted and as a convict. The birth control and abortion program that targeted our young black mothers was a genocide and infanticide game to eliminate us black brothers, young brothers. But the grand prize was it eliminated our young sisters too, so that they couldn't grow up and produce black men like me and you. The AIDS epidemic appeared to be gene specific because the stats for our young men and women is horrific. But in God's hands alone shall our faith and destiny lie. But as brothers must have come together because we're an endangered species. And I'm only going to do that one piece. Love you all. Okay, first of all, I want to bag up and say that, and I'm going to do this shameless promo because you all might not be in St. Louis, but there's some politics going on, and I'm doing some things to remove somebody, and I'm commenting about being an alderman, which I don't want to be, but when they get them up out of here, I got somebody who I'm going to support for alderman. So now with that being said, and that's a shameless plug, so you all will figure out what I'm saying later on in the game, but I'm on all of the social medias as the Twisted Poet. You can Google me or Facebook me and it's gonna tell you directly whatever I'm doing. And we have an open mic called the Twisted Poets Wordplay Haiku Open Mic that is the 4th Friday of every month, and the co-host and the secretary of the InPDUM movement is the Queen. Yeah. So you all stay tuned and stay updated to what's going on, and I love you all. Stay blessed.
Yeah, did I tell you I say the best for last? St. Louis be on it, y'all. We be on it. You know what? I have been asking for donations, and I am asking for donations again. Like I say, we're trying to do 50.
I'm gonna donate the cash.
All right. He's gonna donate the cash. All right, I like that. Okay, go to InPDUM.org/donate. Any amount. Our goal is $50, 5, 10, 15. And if you want these boxes of candy, go to InPDUM.org, donate. The boxes are $2 each, plus I want to know if you want me to mail them to you or bring them to you in my car. Now, I've got somebody coming up because you know what? Our goal is one member. One member from this tonight on this side. One member, all right? And come on that side.
Come on this side. I like to look at people I'm talking to.
Okay.
Y'all know I'm a real personable person.
Okay.
Can y'all see me? Here I come. It's on me.
I was gonna get you. Oh, you want to look at them too?
Yeah, I want to look at them.
Okay. All right.
I want
Then.
to turn it this way.
You know who this is. This is
Uhuru. I'm just Columbi. I'm just
Okay.
our comrade and president of the International People Democratic Uhuru Movement. So I just really want to salute Fofi and Dexter that's behind the camera that's making things happen, and V Queen and everybody in the expected places that played a role in making this possible, because this is powerful. And this is why the International People Democratic Uhuru Movement was built. Chairman Amali Yeshitela, our leadership, I just really want to salute Chairman Amali Yeshitela. Let's give it up for Chairman. Let's give it up for Chairman. Wherever you are, you know, Chairman Amali Yeshitela knew that African people all over the world needed an organization that was going to bring all of us together. Man, I heard some bad talent reports tonight from Chicago in that room. I mean, V Queen, I'm talking about another queen, Zenobia, my comrade Zenobia in Chicago that pulled that room together. I just want to salute all of you in that room. And one thing about Chicago is everybody's a part of something. I mean, it's kind of hard to meet anybody in Chicago that is not part of something, some organization. And so I know it's a lot of things that is building in that room. And I just want to say that it's so important. It's so important for all of us to understand that African people gotta be free. So when we building our events and everything we doing, we have to make sure that the core contradiction is African people gotta be free. And so the International People Democratic Uhuru Movement is a mass organization that works with anybody, bring anybody back into political life. And this organization is that is connected to a revolutionary party, the Vanguard Party. And I don't know anybody else that is claiming to be the Vanguard. And when you say you're the Vanguard of the revolution, what you're saying is that we are the leadership of the African liberation movement. And Chairman Amali Yeshitela ain't never went underground. And the African People's Socialist Party been on the front lines of the revolution for 50 years. And InPDUM is a mass organization. I said all that to say that you gotta be at this. We gotta build this. This is our organization. So September the 3rd through the 5th, right here in the Midwest. So Chicago, I'm talking to you. Y'all can get on the bus, bring them ports, and we're gonna have a 3-day convention. The first day is gonna be a turn up where we're gonna look at organizers, people that have been doing amazing work everywhere we are, and also doing some branch building and some award ceremonies, and some Africans are gonna be getting renamed by Chairman Amali Yeshitela and Secretary Luwezi of the African People's Socialist Party. Day 2 is going down, because we can't just simply keep talking about Black power, but what do the new world look like? In the new world, we talking about us having power for economic development. So we're gonna be at the One Africa, One Nation market. So in that room, and everybody that's watching, you can come and sell your goods on day 2 of the convention. Sell your books, sell your poems, sell whatever you have, because this is what we're talking about. We have to build a Black commerce amongst ourselves. And so the One Africa, One Nation market wants Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, wherever we are, we want you in St. Louis and having your table representing the stuff that you're selling. This is what we're talking about, being able to control our dollar. Because if we open up our checkbook and see where we're spending our money at, we're gonna see that our money leave out of our community so fast. And how we spend our money is a political question. So let's be invested in building a new world and even training our minds, you know what I'm saying, to look for not only just Black businesses, but people that is confronted with fighting for their liberation. So we say buy Black power, not just buy Black.
So we're gonna have all kind of talent, you know, from everywhere on day 2 at the One Africa, One Day market. And it's in St. Louis on the north side, in the hood, where they say nothing good come from. But my people are good, and it's gonna be amazing for you to see the African working class participate in this market. Day 3, we're gonna handle business because this organization is guided by a constitution. So we're gonna open up our constitution. That's the only time that we can, as Black people, say, how should this organization be run? Who should be our leadership? Now, the president is not left up to you. That's left up because the Constitution say that the African People's Socialist Party, the chairman, will decide who the international president, but your secretary, your membership coordinator, your outreach coordinator, your economic development coordinator, the people that will be the executive committee of this organization, that will making sure that the membership cords go out, making sure that struggle happening wherever we are, making sure that everybody is adhering to guidelines, and making sure that we do what we said we was gonna do and be accountable to the people. So that's left up to you. And so we will make them struggles about our constitution and who the leadership of InPDUM will be on day 3. And this is an amazing organization that is having the international convention September the 3rd and the 5th. This convention is super important because we're saying that InPDUM have to have hubs. We like what's happening right now. I keep picking on Chicago. Queen, you did it. You know, Zenobia, you did it. And this is what we're saying. It don't take much. Just go outside, get your neighbor. Hey, come on in. I got some food. I got some popcorn, and have a meeting where every week get to chop it up. When we get off this call, y'all gonna rip it up a little bit more and talk about what happened and what's going on there, and love and grounded in we gotta get free. So that's what it's about. So make your donation, go and register for the convention, and make it your y'all. One of the action items on y'all agenda for when y'all get off this call is to organize to St. Louis. Who gonna be selling what, and who all coming in? Zenobia, send me a list and let me know what's going on in Chicago and how we can support. So I just really want to salute our Midwest region rep that's in the building. I couldn't end it without acknowledging that the Midwest region rep be everywhere.
Yeah.
She be with the Black Power Blueprint. If it's happening in her region, she's in the building. So let's give it up for our region rep. Okay. Uhuru.
Uhuru.
Uhuru, comrades. You know what? I am so happy to be here at this time in my life and your life. Excuse me?
Oh, no, keep going.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to Conrad Fisk, who has donated online. That's half of our goal. Uhuru, Conrad, and in the building, I've got some green, Conrad, some donations. Somebody really, they really want this candy. Now, you need to go to, I know it's only $2, but you know what? The person that's closer to the number of pieces of candy in both boxes or either box will get them. If I have to tape it up and mail it, or if I have to bring it to you by hand. Any more donations in the house? Any more donations online? Whatever you do is not too much, it's not too little. We just want to know that we are appreciated and to keep this type of education to the community going. Yes. We had a goal of 1 member. We had a goal of 1 member.
1 member.
1 member. A culture worker would really be amazing. 1 member. 1 member. A culture worker. Yes. A coach.
Yeah, if I get somebody who knows about social stuff. So I was just saying, membership. I just wanted to, I just wanted to say something about membership of InPDUM. I wanna explain membership of InPDUM. So InPDUM is a mass organization. So you know the NAACP is petty bourgeois organization. These clowns that don't do anything, but people send it without money. They don't ever go to no meetings. If you ever go to an AA or a P meeting, ain't nobody doing in the room. InPDUM is a mass organization that is fighting for Black power internationally. You find a sellout thing we did, and I would quit today. You ain't. From the time we was built to today, our struggle has been the same. There's no surrender, no compromise. So you might be somebody that say, I want to get involved. Like I want to actually be in St. Louis. We got meet. I want to come. And then that's, you know, you can be a member. Some people, Bree, she joined InPDUM with San Diego. You know what I'm saying? She was active there, but she wasn't in the leadership or anything. She came to stuff when she could because she was a student. And then she interned here in St. Louis, and then she reached out because she knew she was part of an international organization. So even though she in a strange city, she had comrades here. You know what I'm saying? They understood the same struggle that she was part of. So she got in with her feet when she could, but if she didn't, she felt no pressure. But she knew every Tuesday she could come into a meeting and find out what's going on in St. Louis. So that's InPDUM. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mass organization. Our membership, we don't have no government resources. So we don't need no grants for InPDUM. And that's because we want to say help the police. And if we take their money, then we can't say what we want to say. If this camera went on, I would say something. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna clear it up. I ran for office in the 3rd ward. One of the things that this clown has done and still trying to do right now is destroy my name so I won't get into office. So one of the things in St. Louis is that he never turned in any campaign finances. He never turned in not one financial report. But he sued me, and after he sued me for something bogus, his lawyer kept on putting in a new complaint, because every time he put in a new complaint, if you know anything about law, that you have to pay your lawyer to counter respond to this thing. So he was trying to drain my resources because he was a poor woman with kids, and he wanted me to drop off the race. So obviously he had campaign resources, but he did it because on his campaign flyers, it said the Democratic Party. So we could have been saying, InPDUM pay for the stuff, and then you don't have to turn in nothing either. But because we wanted to be transparent, we turned in all financial reports of everything we gave, because that's the kind of organization we are. We're very transparent about who gave us money and what we did with that. So InPDUM is an organization that can fight to run people for office. You know what I'm saying? We decide. We might sit at the table and say, okay, we still need this clown to go. He's still harassing our people, but you know, it ain't just because I think I'm great. We're gonna sit at the table and say, who's the best candidate? And how do we get them, put them forward, and then get them the line for African people to get free? And then the struggle that's happening in the 3rd ward is connected to our comrades in Chicago, connected to people all over the world donating. And that's pissed them off to the point that he get on the line and say, how you get the money? Because he never seen anything like that, because he went for the first time in his life, he had to go against the machine. You know what I'm saying? He never ever had that kind of challenge before. So although we lost the race, if anybody lived in the 3rd ward, they'd take that you gave them run for his money. You know what I'm saying? And some people will say they stole that race, because I don't even know how to vote. So therefore, we built a social movement, because I was never tap dancing for just myself. I was tap dancing for my people. I'm tired of catching hell. I don't have to be in the chambers. But being in the chambers will put the lead on my people that send me to the chambers. You know what I'm saying? So that's InPDUM, and that's why everybody should be in there. From your grandma to your aunties or whoever. No matter if you want to be very involved or little involved, everybody got a place in InPDUM to raise struggle. So who were our members? Right there! Okay. Twice what you saying. Okay. Yes, Uhuru. Uhuru. Join InPDUM, fist up, fight back. We mighty, we are winning. We international. I was just in a powerful meeting looking at comrades that don't even always have electricity, giving amazing reports about struggle right in South Africa. We mighty, y'all. Uhuru. Uhuru. Yes!
is our new member. Now, you want to see what kind of candy is in here? This is the kind of candy in here. Almond Joy, Hershey, Mr. Good Bar, yeah, and a couple of mints. All right. You know what? Our goal was $50. We have 38 right now. Every nickel, dime, and quarter counts. We've got, how long do we have left? We got a few minutes. 45. Wait a minute. Chicago has donated $45. All right, Chicago is standing up.
We're trying to be free.
That's right.
I need to Southern and Northern preach. Get with me. We're trying to get free up out here. Okay, we need jobs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for joining a united team. Comrade.
Yeah.
Now, comrade.
It's $25 for a whole year. $25 for a whole year. And if you're a student, it's $10 for a whole year. And if you want to be a sustainer, if you're a real bad freedom fighter, then you can pay a payment every month. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a $35 come directly out your check, $35. And them people are important. That's big on how we're gonna get this InPDUM off. Y'all know we gotta have office. We can't keep on talking about protesting. We can't keep protesting. You know what I'm saying? Our people tired of protesting. But you know when that slumlord trying to put you out, or you know that hospital doing your mama wrong, you know when that school is doing your kids wrong, or you know when that other person want to put a camera in front of your house. You know what I'm saying? You want to raise struggle. So you have to find InPDUM in our house that come and knock on the door. And then you come on in the room, and then you give you a piece of paper and you fill out your complaint. Or you come in the room and you fill out an application so you can get a job for Uzi. Or you come in the room and you sit at the computer because you need to fill out a resume. You need help to fill out a resume. Or you trying to start a business and you need somebody to help you to start this Black Power business. And you need to learn how to write a POA. You come to the InPDUM office. Or you need some clothes to wear on an interview. Or you and your babies need something. You come on down in the room. But it's led by Black people. It's ran by Black people. We need that. We can't let our people keep going down to these other places that ain't telling them the truth and making you have your head down and feel bad. It's because you say these streets. No, you got to understand it's colonialism. So it's our job. So people need to come to the InPDUM office and be able to knock on the door. So your membership and your sustainership go towards that. It goes towards that political report, that strategy for InPDUM to have office spaces in every colonized community. So be a member. The hate you give, baby. She was giving the line. She said, I know I'm an African. I don't care where I was born at. I told her that I don't care. They stole us. They stole my ancestors. There ain't no way I can turn into something else. She said, I know why they killing us. She said, can you explain to me why, I mean, are they scared of us? Why they just keep killing us? And I told her, I said, it's an economic problem. They was dying of a black plague. Nothing grows in Europe. They didn't have no options. And that's why they came and looted out. They have nothing to do with it. They just referring you. You know what I'm saying? They stole your way of life because they ain't got a way of life. Right. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I would give my baby the membership too.
All right, so we got 3 members. All right, come here. Listen, I want to emphasize the role of the artist, the culture worker, the poet, the painter, the storyteller, the writers, that wrote movies and stories and told books. They are the ones, and they use their art to liberate our people by giving them the facts that they didn't see on TV or hear on the radio or listen to on whatever CNN. This is why it's important to be an artist with a line and movement and to unite with the fact that we all got to get free. And we can't do it by ourselves. One finger could get broke, but a fist make some noise. Okay, Musa Abantu. The Musa Abantu level is $10, and that is for students, right? Okay, yeah, it's right. It's for students, the Musa Abantu level, because we want everybody to have the opportunity to unite and be a part of the fight, because I'm gonna get free, okay? That goes without words. I'm gonna get free, whether with or without your help. But I'm going, when I'm free, so will you be free. Because see, I can't be free and you not be free also. If I have to pull you kicking and stomping and screaming, you are going to be free. And we're going to do it together. Why did I join InPDUM? I was a grandmother. I was about to retire. Well, not about to retire, I just turned 60. And when you turn 60, you say like, damn, what do I do next? I have nothing to look forward to but retirement and doing all the things I didn't get a chance to do when I was 59 and under. But you know what? Unfortunately, or fortunately and unfortunately, my ground was murdered. And chairman came to St. Louis in Ferguson doing the uprising. He met this young lady who's now the international president of InPDUM, and it's 3 of us remaining from that original group. It's Columbai, myself, and Makeda. We're still fighting. We're gonna keep fighting until we're free. And you know what? Revolution is closer than you think. It's closer than you think. Comrades, I want to appreciate you for all of the poets, all of the artists, all of the mechanics, all of the Zoom techs, everybody, all of my audience, and my 2 new comrades that are culture workers. 3, this young lady, she just don't have a card yet, but she's always been a member. Okay, this is Fofi Alkebulan. I can't wait until the convention or August. We may do something different because it is so close to the convention, but we will have poets and artists doing something during that time, and we will let you know the end of September what's going to be happening. We may be virtual, just virtual, because it don't seem like this want to work out for us, but if we do virtual, hey, it's all right. You can do like Zenobia, have you 3 or 4 people at your place and be virtual. With that being said, comrades, Uhuru.
Uhuru.